only one under his leadership, His Excellency Simon Ekpa. Anybody that is confusing anyone or telling you there is another, no, there is nothing. There's just one, recognized by His Excellency Simon Ekpa. And we can pray. Once he has that communication, Biafrans, we understand that Obato Obie does not take no crap from nobody. No matter who you are, you must respect that authority. That authority is the only thing that can protect all of us. But we thank God, somebody said this is a transition period. If these things does not happen, Biafrans will not know who is following our prime minister, who wants him to fail, who wants him to be out.
Biafra, Merani, Onuzo ke Biafra, na Merani, Onuzo ke Biafra, Merani, Onuzo ke Biafra.
Welcome, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world. I welcome you once again to this amazing platform where we disseminate information that has to do with the restoration of independent state of Biafra. I appreciate everyone that has connected to this platform. This is Biafra Exodus Hard Talk TV, a platform that stands for the United States of Biafra, under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and on the supreme command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and today, under the leadership of Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, the Deputy Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra, COS interim. I welcome all of you to this very platform. Happy New Year to everyone that is watching, wherever you are watching from. We are in a new year. And as we enter the new year, many people are asking questions and they say, what next? Where is the way to go? The way to go is simple. We are pursuing the recognition of the United States of Biafra and the restoration of Biafra fully on the ground. That is the phase where we are today. Every one of us must continue to give our contribution the best way we can. And remember, I urge you to like and share. Share to your neighbors, share to your family, share to everyone to key in and join us on this gospel. Do not be distracted. Regardless what you hear, regardless what you see, regardless the propaganda and blackmail that is flying from right, left, and center, do not get distracted. Be focused, because Biafra have been declared on the 29th of November 2024, and there is no going back. We are pursuing the recognition of Biafra.
One of their principal ideas is that this should be done in a peaceful way. Is your group opposed to a peaceful way of achieving Biafra, or are you in support of both sides, whether peaceful or non-peaceful? What is your group behind?
I support both sides. If they give us peace, that is wonderful. If they decide to go down the route of violence, then I can give you this assurance today. Of course, your worldwide listeners and viewers may be able to note this. If they do not give us Biafra, there will be nothing living in that very zoo they call Nigeria. Nothing will survive there, I can assure you. You see, 1967 to 1970 is not 2013 to 2015. We had scientists then, now we have men that can make things happen. Even better than what we had in the late 60s. So that should ring as a warning to all of them that we are not joking. I do not believe in peaceful actualization or whatever rubbish is called. I have never seen where you become free by peaceful means. If you know, you tell me. I'm a student of contemporary history. I have never come across anywhere in history books where you get your freedom out of a peaceful process. It's never happened. Never, ever, ever.
Now, let me ask you, if you look at the world today, look at a place like Scotland, where people, the Scottish, are in the process of trying to see if they will get their own country. Basically, the way they went about it was to say, we want to be separate from the British England, and they are putting a process where they will vote, and if majority of them say they want to move, and they will move. Now, I want to ask you, do you think that if you ask majority of Igbo people today whether they should be part of Nigeria or part of Biafra, that you have the numbers that will come to your side of the argument?
Yes, we have over 98% of our people willing. The other 2% are those fathered by Hausa Fulani men as a consequence of the war. Everybody born as a Biafran, everybody born as an Igbo, Ibibio, Efik, Anangebanke, anybody born as a Jo has freedom implanted in their DNA. That is why we have autonomous communities. Have you seen anywhere in the world where you have autonomous communities? Have you seen? The answer is no. The reason why we have autonomous communities is because we are born to be free. We want to be autonomous, and that freedom must be carried right all the way to the heart of governance in the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. We must make this very, very clear and abundantly clear to our people that our quest is for us to be free. You mentioned Scotland. Scotland is already a free nation. What they are seeking in Scotland is independence. We are not free and we are not independent either. So that is why the same scenario doesn't apply at all. In Scotland, as a Scottish person, you have your own parliament. You can do whatever you like. You even have what is called tax-raising powers. You can raise taxes or you can lower them as you like. The Scottish Court of Sessions is in charge of the entire legal process in Scotland.
Now, Nandi, let me ask you. I know. Why don't your group push for that in a place like the national conference that is going on now to get that kind of autonomy first, rather than now pushing for independence without whether Nigeria wants it or not?
The fact of the matter is that the structures doesn't exist. The institutions that will allow the emergence of a democratic Biafra within a peaceful setting does not currently exist in that very place you call Nigeria. Mind you, that is the name of a river. Up north, you call them Niger, which is French. If you come down a little bit, it is called Niger, which is English. And the people that live around it are called Nigerians. The only place, or part of the only place in Black Africa where you name a people after a river. I have never seen any civilized country in the world where people are named after a river. It's never happened before. The people own the river, not the other way around. By tacitly accepting the word and the tag Nigeria, what it means is that you never had any history until Frederick Lugard came, which is a fallacy, it's an abomination, and nobody should be saying that. Coming back to what you said, there is no way we can run for office as a political party. We tried it with ABGA and it did not work. These issues were thrashed out very well. Is that the people that control the levers of power within Nigeria are not politically sophisticated enough to appreciate the finer point of political discourse. In other words, that disputes resolution can best be conducted within a political setting where people are civilized. And I'm afraid to say that what I see in the zoo they call Nigeria.
You have to excuse yourself from my page.
In the freedom he has already granted us, because they are blinded by sentiment. We have a problem. We want liberation from bondage. Are we agreed on that? And we say we want liberation. At the time, there are people who did not who were not in our situation 40, 50 years ago, are also in distress, seeking the way out of that prison compound. Everybody, Yoruba that thought they were going to be in profit all the time, Middle Belt that did 80% of the killings. If because of that, are you aware of the fact that the Constitution is the reason Fulani is in your community? Are you aware that the Constitution is the reason why Igbo land is described as part of Nigeria as at today, as at this moment? Are you aware of that? Are you aware that if that Constitution is taken down this night, Nigeria is at an end this night? Are you aware of the fact? Are you aware of that fact that if that Constitution goes down tonight, Nigeria is out of the way? Of course. Where? Are you aware that Igbo cannot, that nobody is going to get an inch away from the problem as long as Nigeria is in place and pretending to be doing democracy before the eyes of the rest of the world? I mean, he made reference to that have not
agreed with what your group is doing, which is
also the people are too marginal. They're so wasting time on them because they don't have anybody going with it. They're just entertaining themselves. Also, if black man never hear me, I already said to people who were calling after they watched it, did you watch that London TV interview? The one from Canada. Did you watch it in full to hear the things I said about the matter?
I did. And how did you?
If at the end of this lockdown, Nnamdi Kanu and his criminal we will stop him by force. We will stop him by force because he's endangering the life of 70 million people because he's looking for how to make profit for himself. He's not even involved. He's not involved in the force that is taking down Nigeria. He has been a negative factor from the first day he only came to make profit. I hope you are aware that no Wazirike may have recruited into this. No Wazirike the regional. I hope you know that. I hope you are aware that Wazirike has set up the region in London. And higher.
Wait, I want to say something. Yes. I am privy. I'm having privilege to that independence television. All this. He is in the forefront.
I will tell you where he is coming from in this matter.
Oh. Yeah.
Now, Nnamdi Kanu also now.
Yes.
I just wanted to know because he found a younger group also.
Okay.
Nnamdi Kanu also now is a criminal that came into this project for the sole purpose of making money and making fame.
How can you prove that?
I have dealt with him. I'm the one that dealt with him
No.
the time before he began.
But if you give me proof, Tony, sorry, but I went to see my mom. I talked with the kind of a criminal telling no of our people. I need a proof. I told you I'm a gas user. I want to come.
Yes. You need one place to come from home. When he found out, when I sent messages to him, and he investigated them and found out what he found out. Now the only thing we hear much of this problem. Already the labor pushing there and involved in this matter. A priest,
Who and who?
the only thing we hear much of this problem. Already the labor pushing there and involved in this matter. A priest, hear much of this problem. Already the labor pushing there and involved in this matter. Hear much of this problem. Already the labor pushing there and involved in this matter. A priest,
Who and who?
also the labor that is outside. A priest,
Who and who?
also the labor that is outside.
And who?
Also the labor that is outside.
Who and who?
Also the labor that is outside.
Who and who?
Also the labor that is outside.
And who?
Also the labor that is outside. Also the labor that is outside. Also the labor that is outside.
Are you serious?
Also the labor that is outside.
Are you?
Also, the that is outside.
Are you serious? Who and who?
Also, the that is outside.
Who and who?
Also, the that is outside.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
I'm informing you.
So, do you buy the idea? Do you buy the idea that we should kill our...
I want you people to understand that the liberation of Biafra has entered the highest stage in the history of Biafra. Not even during the war. I am telling you, it has entered the highest stage ever. And we are going to do everything humanly possible in this life to restore Biafra. Everything humanly possible will be done. And I want you people to understand that the Biafra liberation is step by step, segment by segment, plan by plan, executions by execution. We'll be executing those plans according to the template till the last one, and Biafra.
Let us go talk about the objective of your struggle and how do you intend to achieve it in practical terms?
In practical terms, it is civil disobedience. The same way that Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. accomplished civil rights in America, the same way that Mahatma Gandhi led India to independence out of British colonial rule, the same principles we are applying, and might I add, very successfully too. We will do everything possible to unravel and unshackle the zoo called Nigeria. Everything humanly possible. No stone will be left unturned. We will sacrifice everything sacrificable. Material, life, blood will throw into.
And we will do everything humanly possible to see the Biafra exit.